Hey guys, it's Hera back with another episode of the Love in Bahrain show. Happy Wednesday. I hope you're all having a lovely evening and Ramadan. The last 10 days of Ramadan officially start from tomorrow, so there'll be a lot of worship and prayers going on in the kingdom. Make sure you check out our list of mosques to visit for night prayers because Bahrain is full of dozens. So do make sure you do that. Moving on, tonight we have a trending story which did phenomenal and a lot of you will be super thrilled to hear, especially if you're Bahraini. An expat from Iceland is sharing all the reasons she had a really positive culture shock after moving to the island and basically listed a whole 10 reasons as to why she absolutely loves it here. I will try and keep it short because she goes into lengthy detail, and that too for good reason. But let's get started. The first shout out she gave was to the food scene on the island. So restaurants have multiplied over the years in the kingdom, and you can find like duplicate versions of all different kinds of cuisines here, especially considering how many malls this little island is known to have. And she mentioned that there's a really fun sort of balance between healthy choices and fast food joints that make it, fun to alternate, which I'm sure many of you can agree on. But another point she mentioned was the people. And this is a very important one. So Sarah, she was the expat who basically posted this thread, shared that she had come across some of the most helpful and kindest people ever over here, and she even gave a shout out to her Bahraini friends that she absolutely adores. She basically said that they're always there to give a helping hand and they're so hospitable and they're so kind, and she basically loves it. She furthermore also shared experiences of Ramadan. Sarah did mention that she hadn't really experienced it before back home, but absolutely loves the spiritual energy around this time of year. I'm sure she got lucky to see all the Ramadan festivals, all the good grown celebrations, and is quite in store for some fun for Eid. So, it's a great time to be here. A couple of more things she mentioned included the fitness scene. Now, everyone knows that there are a ton of fitness facilities here, whether you're into weightlifting, Pilates, yoga, cycling, paddle, basically everything. And she appreciated the kingdom's cleanliness too in all these facilities and said that everywhere she goes, it's nearly spotless. So kudos to the authorities for keeping it top notch. And kudos to the people for keeping their island clean and littering to a minimal. It is a two-way effort, and Bahrain is doing a phenomenal job of keeping all places neat and tidy. One thing I would, however, like to go in detail on is a point she mentioned about slow living. Now, that does sound bad at first, but she explained her stance on how in Bahrain there's no constant need for competition or feeling like you're not doing enough. Maybe it's the island vibes or the tight-knit community, but people here are known to take things day by day, and that's very healthy. People really thanked her for bringing this point up because you don't feel like you're not doing enough. It is a day-by-day situation and, it's chill vibes. So good on her for bringing that up. There are a bunch of other things she shared, like brunching on the island. Everyone knows that we have the best brunches, the most gorgeous sunrise and sunset views that you get every day, thanks to the endless beaches, and the quick access to facilities like healthcare, mechanics, and all the basic necessities just always being at an arm's length. So Bahrain is a great place to live. She clearly gave it a 10 out of 10, and the Bahraini community couldn't appreciate her enough. A lot of the comments under the thread thanked her for really explaining what life is really like here from an authentic point of view of someone who just moved here. And a lot of people agreed that moving to Bahrain was definitely one of their top decisions in life. And the locals also thanked her for sharing such kind words about their country and were fascinated to see the island through, sort of the lens of an expat. And they were super thrilled that it was all positive. So if you're not living in Bahrain and needed a couple of reasons to, these are definitely it. Do check out the whole post on our Instagram page and you'll see all the full details on why she decided to discuss these points. But that is all we have for today, guys. I will see you all tomorrow, where I'll talk about 5 places to enjoy iftar picnics before the winter season ends. It's not over yet. The weather is still pleasant, so just make sure you tune into that to just sort of have your weekend plan sorted. I will see you guys tomorrow. Until then, keep loving Bahrain. Thank you for tuning in to the Love in Bahrain podcast as part of the Augustus Media Podcast Network. Please hit that subscribe button wherever you got your podcast from.